It is kind of nice not needing to worry very much about the next full moon, because I've actually completed every quest with a deadline way ahead of schedule, like a week ahead of schedule. In fact, I could even not go to Tartarus this week if I wanted to. I honestly think I'm actually fine for the next full moon boss. So really, I just can basically relax until then. But yeah, remember... Oh no, more people. More of them showing up. Just hold out for 6 more days, we'll save you soon. But anyway, tonight at Game Panic, on Wednesdays, we have the quiz game. The quiz game is unfortunately quite expensive. Thankfully, money is much less of an issue at this point in the game. The Lucky Fortune increases your current Persona's luck, but for now we're concerned about the quiz game. And it's actually kind of cool that a simple arcade would have games that seem to be, from what this implies, online, but that increases your academics. And you're also still able to study in the night as well, so the 2 days of the week that we have the option to do that, we're going to want to go ahead and do that. Unfortunately, we're busy. We're going to need to accept a call on Thursday night, but not tonight. Yeah, no, sorry, Kenji. But actually, we are going to see Kenji quite soon. Yeah, shockingly enough, we haven't seen him in ages, but we're actually going to see him this week. In fact, if I remember right, we'll be seeing him tomorrow, actually. Okay, no academics increase just yet. Does tend to take a while to raise. If we do hit rank 5... Oh, no, we're currently only at rank 3, yeah. Don't think we're going to hit rank 5 before the next exam, which is in 2 weeks. You need rank 5 to top that one, but like I said, I'm not too worried about topping exams, because by the time we get to the last one... Wow, we skipped the early morning segment completely. Absolutely nothing happened on the way to school today at all. That's incredibly rare. Anyway, by the time of the last exam, you're almost guaranteed to have max academic anyway. It's in November, so really, yeah. But for now, I think we see Kenji today. Yes, we do in fact see Kenji today, which is why I'm glad that I've got Pyrojack with me. Yes, we have Pyrojack. That's good. We're meeting him. Even he's surprised that we're meeting him. Poor Magician Arcana characters. It's kind of their lot in life to be neglected like this. Anyway, what's going on in his whole plan to score himself a hot teacher? Gary Stu's already scored, so he doesn't need the advice. Well, even his portrait is unfamiliar to me. It's been so long. And this one, any of them works, but it's because they're both basically the same thing. Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess so. But yeah, the Japanese education system is pretty brutal from what I hear. And a lot of students, like, going to cram school is considered pretty normal, and a lot of them do it. Like, even people in primary school go to cram school. More than you do. So, I have 30-year goals is actually the best option to say here. I guess so. Or you're getting the wrong idea. Well, you see, and I still... Garrus was standing in the middle of those circles. It's like there's this big explosion emanating out from him. Since Garrus is perfect in every single way, he does not need to worry about the future at all. Now I just keep thinking, I like how the Magician Arcana card looks. It's been so long since I've seen it that, yeah, I haven't... It's just weird. It feels very, very unfamiliar to me. I mean, it probably hasn't been that long since we last saw him. I mean, it's also been very long since we did Hierophant, which we will be actually doing again soon. And there he goes. How many months is it going to be before we see him again? Yeah, the fact that guys only go reverse if you don't see them for 90 days, that's a lot of leeway you have there, so you can afford to neglect some of them for quite a long time. Which is also why the two nighttime social links are very convenient, because neither of them happen to be female. Oh, hey, okay. Now, I am not going to even try and say this, because I have no knowledge of Cantonese whatsoever, and I would probably butcher the pronunciation. Okay, I guess so, yeah. Some things do show up there. And most people are still saying the same things. Are you still saying the same thing? Yeah, it's all the same, basically. Unless you're saying anything different. I guess so, since she's part of the team. However, Yukari's kind of behavior can also lead to misunderstandings. I mean, right now, a lot of people clearly know how suspicious she is of Mitsuru, and that is causing issues, so I hope that issue gets resolved, and it will be resolved soon, by the way, but we've got a full moon to worry about first, like I said before. Now, on Thursdays, we actually can do something in the nighttime. I did kind of jump the gun a bit earlier, but now we can go and see if we can get another rank up for the Tower Arcana. Saturdays is taken up by the quiz game, and Fridays is even more. Yeah, this is getting more serious. So yeah, Saturday's taken up for the quiz game, and Fridays I'll probably be going to Tartarus, but yep, the monk is available. Yeah, we still don't have a name for him just yet. Now, because I'm generally not going to have a matching persona for most of this, a lot of this is, I just realized that one of those red posters on the wall looks a lot like promotional artwork from Persona 5. It's probably completely unintentional, but yeah. There are going to be a lot of spend time visits here, basically. But it's not a problem because it never really conflicts with much scheduling-wise. There are only 2 nighttime social links, and Devil is a complete freebie, so we really don't need to worry. We have plenty of time to max this one. Yes, you told us not to come back here, but you're a social link, and thus we have to come back here. Interestingly enough, none of your business is actually the best thing to say here. Well, you know, normally your position demands respect, but in your state, not really. Okay, so we do finally have a name. Mutatsu. Mutatsu-san. Yeah, it seems like he's not that bad of a guy underneath his harsh exterior. There's a reason why he's ended up here, but we'll have to continue this link to find out. We have another rank up for the Tower Arcana. The unusual monk social link. Thing is, most tower personas are well beyond our level at this point. Even the weaker ones. Should we tell him that Garistu's parents are dead, or... Yeah, let's just leave. And now is the time when we have to accept a phone call, and it is from you. So, no, what's up? Yeah, right after we have, the same week that we have maxed out our relationship with Chihiro, we're going to go ahead and go on a date with someone else. Well, I mean, it's not officially a date because Yuko hasn't become romantic yet, but still. And let's leave earlier because we may be going to Tartarus tomorrow night, although we don't really need to at this point, in all honesty. I'm kind of going to use this as like a safety net, essentially. I'm going to go ahead and practice the next boss. If it turns out that I have trouble, then I'm going to go to Tartarus tonight. But if I don't have trouble, I'll actually skip it because we really don't need to. I think level-wise, we're kind of alright at this point. And he went unconscious? Ah, Shirakawa Boulevard. So, according to these people, certain things happen there. Garistu's like, well, I've already been there, if you know what I mean. Garistu, step away from them, please. But that is definitely true. And that student is still terrifying. Yeah, it'd be great if you ended up unconscious. Especially terrifying for us because we know exactly why people are going unconscious. And yeah, saying they had their minds feasted on would probably cause mass hysteria, so let's keep that to ourselves for now. Oh hey, Murasaki Shikibu, one of a Japanese author that I know very well, entirely because of Carmen Sandiego. Yeah, I learned almost all my history through that and Age of Empires. Yes, The Tale of Genji, which, ironically enough, was about a guy who had lots of different wives and was, in general, a bit of a Casanova, much like a certain someone we know in this game. And yeah, Murasaki, oh wait, okay, yep, so this isn't the same Murasaki Shikibu, so I was thinking wrong. But yeah, it was, Murasaki Shikibu was a pen name, considering Murasaki just means purple, so yeah. Now that's going one too far. Oh wow, that's actually kind of cool, I'd forgotten about that. But yeah, it was actually a pen name. I had actually completely forgotten about this question, but it really says something that if you Google the Global Heritage Pavilion, this game is the first result that comes up. I was able to find out what it is though. It's basically an online literary resource, I think, and it has the full version of The Tale of Genji up there, so that's apparently what it is. You're not even going to say what it is, are you? Wow, okay, I'm kind of glad that I mentioned that, because the game is not going to tell us. So yeah, it is actually some kind of online literary database, I think that Japan did in about the year 2000 or 2001. This is just according to a random website that I found. But yeah, it obviously couldn't be the Nobel Prize, because that's, that is science related. Can it wait maybe another month? Yeah, I actually did look up, and we don't see him for, it's longer, I mean, it's not as long as a month, but it's around 20 days. So, yeah. As for Fuka, though, we'll be seeing her right this afternoon. Oh, and Bear Bear's here too. We're actually working on Bear Bear's Link quite a bit. But we're not going to see him today. Now, all this space between visiting Kenji, though, kind of reminds me a little bit about how... See, if I ever did a Persona 4 Max Social Links playthrough, one thing that I might want to try and do is see if I could move forward Kanji's social link a bit earlier. The main guide that I've read doesn't suggest doing that until very, very late in the game, And it's like, he's a party member, and getting his social link up actually gives him new skills. So, I'd kind of want to see if I could try and push that forward somehow. You have a lot more leeway in Persona 4 for a max social link run than you do in this game, but... Anyway, let's not think about that now. So, we have Hypixie, blah blah blah, let's spend time. Oh, the rooftop again. This does not bode well. But we're actually really making progress here. We only started this link quite recently. Yes, it'll actually be edible. Rice ball, okay. You're surprised. In your hands, the rice ball turned into a sandwich. Wait, this isn't a 4Kids dub. See, her cooking is actually treated somewhat realistically. She gets practice and she actually improves. Huh, did you meet Bebe there at all? Sort of, but, I mean, rice balls are, considered very iconic of Japanese media, which is why 4Kids hates them with a passion and wants to destroy them. Yeah, like, and honestly, I kind of agree with this. I've tried some, like, at restaurants and stuff like that, and there's one particular place near where I live that has some really, really, really good rice balls, onigiri, to use the proper term. But it is actually kind of hard to do them right. I haven't found a place other than that that has rice balls that good. And yeah, anything works here. Oh no. And blushing already. That rank 5 charm is working. Like I said, we're making progress. We are already at rank 5 of this link. Not bad for one we only started very recently. We went from absolutely no bonus to Priestess Personas to a pretty sizable one. And then she's actually getting interested. Back to the dorm, and I really hope this isn't a no Tartarus night. Because if it is, then I have a problem.
Welcome back.
But it looks like, yep, they're both here. And Fuka's over there. And the chairman's also around. That's only in 4 days. Now, it's also important to, you know, all the people who've kind of lost their souls at this point. Yeah. Their strategies seem to be changing at this point. Like, Shadow no understand love. We want love, why you have love? We eat you soul. Anyway. That's pretty ominous. That's really ominous. Yeah, not good news. Not good news. But don't worry, it'll all be resolved soon. 4 more days. And you're still saying the same thing, even though we just did a social link on you. But anyway, like I said, I'll be saving here, then going ahead and checking to see if I am ready for the next boss or not. If I'm not, we'll be going to Tartarus tonight, but if I am, we won't really need to. I will say that we can actually make Vetala with Maragi now and fulfill one of Elizabeth's requests. The request after, though, requires us to be at level 28, so it's not exactly as high of a priority to complete that now, and it has no deadline on it. So, not really sure what I'll be doing here. But, once I do decide what I'm doing, I'll see you back here next time. So I actually did practice ahead and I found out that we are pretty much the right kind of level for the next boss. My practice attempts, the next boss went alright. Thing is though, as you can see, I actually did level up Garrus too though. I did need to go to Tartarus for two reasons. The first was money. You might have noticed there that I had quite a lot more money. In my practice run where I didn't go to Tartarus tonight, I ended up with a bit of a lack of money going into the next month. And that was kind of a problem, so I thought I may as well go and get more money. But the other reason is Junpei. Basically, Garrus level 25 was a pure coincidence. I wanted to level up Junpei to level 24 at least. Main reason is, I don't plan on using him in the upcoming Full Moon boss, and the next Full Moon boss gives a lot of experience, so I didn't want him to fall behind too much. Mitsuru is also level 23 now, but now, yeah, the three that I plan on using in the next boss fight are all level 23. Junpei is one higher, because I don't plan on bringing him. Now, I could go ahead and fuse Vetala with Maragi now. The thing is, I actually do need Zorchor 10 for a Chariot social link in a few days. Once we do that, though, then I think I might fuse them away, because I won't be needing to do Magician in quite a while. But anyway, with that all done, I'm going to go ahead and return to the dorm for tonight. Grinding that much took about 40 minutes to put things in perspective, so it did take a little while, but I think it's going to be worth it. I don't want Junpei to fall behind too much. No longer in great condition, but at least we didn't get tired. Three more days. We're almost there. Not really, but if I say yeah, it actually makes her feel a bit better. It's kind of funny, Saturday is my normal Tartarus day, but now we don't do that because we have to go to the arcade. And no questions today, thankfully. Time goes straight to after school. Everyone's pretty much saying the same things around here, so time to basically go ahead and go for the next social link, which today, and this is why I made a big deal about getting a strength persona earlier. If you don't have one now, you're gonna want to go back and get one, because today we're seeing Yuko, and we'll be seeing her tomorrow as well. So I have Rakshasa, so it's definitely a good persona to have on you at this point in the game, though, especially that Getsue. Oh boy, you'll be seeing how much that does in the next full moon. But anyway, for now, we'll be using it for just a general social link points boost. It's been a while since we saw her. And yes, what Gary Stu hasn't told her is he's already in a super serious relationship with another girl. Again, Yuko's hasn't actually become romantic yet, technically, but still. It's only a matter of time where Gary Stu is concerned. So, we haven't done this link in a long time. As a recap, Yuko is coaching these kids so they can beat another team that's challenging them for possession of, I think, a playground or something. And yeah, she's let them use the school's track field. And yeah, they're challenging other kids that are a lot older than they are. A formal letter of challenge sounds pretty awesome, though. Well, let's hope for the best. Now I think about it, I kind of wonder how spelling works in Japanese in a way, especially regarding kanji. Is it like just using the wrong kanji for certain words? I guess probably. I know when I've had to write in Japanese for certain things of schoolwork, I've actually misspelled hiragana words occasionally, but... misspelling kanji is kind of like a... I don't know, maybe... You can write kanji wrong, yeah, but... I suppose the equivalent of misspelling when you're writing in kanji would be, like I said, using the wrong kanji in a word, because there are so many kanji that have the same pronunciations as each other. Ooh. And Gary Stu certainly likes that prospect. And that's a pretty simple social link scene, all in all. Nothing too particularly memorable there. And just one option in terms of dialogue.
How was your day?
Well, actually, we probably shouldn't tell Fuka because Gary Su's planning on seducing her too. Yeah, well, if you've been following the pattern of Arcana so far and know what order they are in, you'll probably know what type of shadow will show up next. And we've still got this story of the missing girl continuing. And yeah, another one's gone too. Well, that's not good. I'm sure we know the cause, but... Sure we know the cause, but it'll be a few more days before we can solve that, but don't worry, it'll all be over soon. Pretty sure that, I already talked to her there. Anyone else saying anything new? Yeah, I suppose so. Yeah, it's been pointed out that it's actually Tanabata of the next full moon. Interestingly enough, that doesn't play into the symbolism of the next Arcana Shadow in any way at all. It's kind of rare that Tanabata is not a big deal in a thing of Japanese media, but it really isn't in this game for some reason. But anyway, now, like I said, we've got a new thing to do on Saturday nights. It's arcade time.